Today at 9, it is tax time again, and it can be confusing, especially with unemployment, stimulus checks, and other items people may be dealing with this year. So let's bring in Jayme Meredith for Money Monday, Senior Vice President at Hefren Tillotson, to get some answers. And as always, thank you for joining us, Jayme.
Oh, no better topic to talk about in the morning than taxes, especially in beautiful springtime outside.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about the fact that we all have a few more weeks more than expected to get our taxes done, right?
Oh yeah, good news this year. The IRS announced a few weeks ago that they are pushing the tax filing deadline ahead to May 17th. And a big reason for that is with the last stimulus bill that was passed in early March, they changed how unemployment compensation was taxed. They basically made it tax-free. The IRS isn't really prepared to handle that yet. They've got to update their systems, update their forms. So they pushed the filing deadline back a month. So that's good news for procrastinators. They also just announced at the end of last week that you have until May 15th to put deposits into your IRAs as well. So they extended that deadline too. The IRS says if you've already filed your taxes and you have received unemployment compensation for 2020 that's now tax-free, they ask you do not refile just yet. They will send out instructions on what they want to do, and they're hoping to maybe be able to do it automatically. So hang tight, don't refile, let the IRS give them some time to get caught up, and you may not have to do anything.
So some changes when it comes to unemployment. Let's talk about some of the things that people might be surprised that are taxable, because it's quite a list, and some of them are things that I would not guess.
A lot of people are surprised that Social Security could be taxable as well. Now, there's different levels of taxation. If your income is relatively modest as a single individual, below $25,000, well, you don't have to pay tax on Social Security. But as your income rises, maybe 50% of that Social Security is taxed. If your income is even higher, only 15% is tax-free. The 85% is taxable. That catches a number of folks off guard, especially in that first year of Social Security when you're not really sure what your tax situation is like. But other things like alimony is taxable. That catches people by surprise. A lot of bad surprises when you're not prepared.
Well, in fact, gambling, like scratch-off tickets,
yes.
You have on your list, even if you dig up treasure in your backyard, which I'm sure is going to make people go digging up their backyards. But if you find treasure in your backyard, it's taxable?
It is absolutely taxable, and it's immediately taxable. A lot of things that have value, you don't get taxed on it until you sell it and you realize those gains. But yeah, if you found a pirate chest in your backyard and you opened it up with Spanish doubloons, those are immediately taxable. They are found gold. And there's a great story about that, maybe not so great for the person that it happened to. Years ago, a very lucky fan was at a baseball game. It was Barry Bonds' record-setting home run. This young man caught the pitch, and the IRS looked at that as found treasure. When you have a record-breaking baseball, home run baseball, that's worth a lot of money. The young man caught it, wanted to keep it, but people warned him, hey, you have found treasure now, and you may owe taxes on that. And there were estimates on how much that ball went for. Mark McGwire's record-setting ball went for $3 million, so he could have been facing a very large tax bill. He wound up selling it for about $100,000, had to pay taxes on that. But his plan was to keep it for the rest of his life, but the IRS said, nope, that's not going to happen under our watch. We need our taxes, and it compelled him to sell.
Well, you know what? It's fun to have the money, too. So,
well, absolutely,
if you're forced to sell it, then sell it. What about the stimulus payments? Because so many of us got stimulus payments. Are we going to be taxed on those?
The good news is no, you will not be taxed on those. Those are officially structured as a tax credit. So they're almost a pre-tax refund. That's how the government structured those to get around the taxation. So regardless of your income status, if you did receive a stimulus check, the good news is those are tax-free. That's tax-free income, so you don't have to worry about filing that.
All right, that is good news. We will end it on that, Jayme. Thank you for all the information. As always, you're very educational.
Well, always great to be here and hopefully help a few people out.
I'm sure you did. All right, thank you. Jayme Meredith, Senior Vice President at Hefren Tillotson. He is also co-host of Your Money and You weekday mornings at 6:50 a.m. and Sundays from 9 to 11 on KDK Radio, AM 1020.